Hi, and welcome to a brand new episode of Sipping Tea with Suzanne and Happy Black History
Woo!
Month!
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Let's you know what?
Let's
Let's take a
take that in
moment.
from yes.
Let's take that moment
Ooh.
and truly
Ah.
bask in that.
Mm, mm, mm,
What it
mm.
means to be
Ah.
Black individuals.
Oh my
Now,
goodness.
as we celebrate Black History Month, you
Mm-hmm.
are Black American.
Yes, ma'am.
I am from the Caribbean.
Uh-huh.
So, Black History Month was, it was the week that was created,
Uh-huh.
Negro History Week.
First, yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, and then it turned into Black History Month. So
Mm-hmm.
it's an opportunity to celebrate and recognize, the culture and everything about us that
Mm.
is never not normally celebrated, right?
Mm-hmm.
But black the black diaspora is represented in so many different areas. We have folks in the Caribbean, we have
Mm-hmm.
folks from Africa, we have folks from Haiti, we have folks from all over the world,
Yes, we do.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are black every day.
Every day.
So while African Americans are
Mm-hmm.
celebrating Black History Month for the month of February,
Mm-hmm.
we Black 365.
Well, blackety, blackety, black. And happy about it.
Absolutely.
Thank God.
So
Yeah,
let's just
yeah.
take a moment to bask in
Yes.
that. Let's just take a moment in terms of everything that's happening out
Mm.
there in the world,
Yes.
in terms of history being erased, in
Mm-hmm.
terms
Mm.
of
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
just the fight to just be
Mm-hmm.
black every single day. The
Yeah.
fact that you and I are sitting here and we're about
Yep.
to have a conversation
Mm-hmm.
about just the amazing blessings that God has been doing in our lives. So
Yes. Absolutely.
happy Black History Month, Queen.
And same to you, Queen.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Thank you. So I
Thank
know
you.
I'm listening. So I'm
I
like, let me
said,
wear an African print tonight.
of course she did, okay? I didn't
Yes,
get the memo, but that's okay.
I know. And I'm like, but Diane, you know me.
I know, I
I'm like,
know, I know,
ran home from work
I
and all
know.
that. But no,
Hmm.
I'm truly so grateful.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, happy Black History Month. I am your
Yes.
host, Positively Suzanne. And I am so excited because we're kicking off this month just celebrating Black excellence all
Hmm.
around. And, I want to shout out first our loyal viewers and subscribers who tune in every week. I truly
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Hmm.
Please continue to subscribe to our channel on YouTube,
Yes.
Positive Vibe Studio. Let's grow that subscription.
Hmm.
We are on Facebook. It does stream live on Facebook under Positively Suzanne. Facebook does remove the show after 30
30
days.
days. Hmm.
So we want to make sure that you're subscribed and you're tuning in and you're watching that. We do have to give a shout out to our executive producer, Paul Anderson.
Ta-ta.
Thank you. Yes, Tata.
Ta-ta.
For
Ta-ta.
making the magic happen week
Hmm.
after week. I think even before I started this show,
Hmm.
I have a podcast called Sit Down with Suzanne.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's been on hiatus for a few years. I'm just, girl, I don't know. I want to grow up. I want to be just like you. You said that, right? Because I got to figure out how to put that back in the rotation, right? And
Here they come.
I always try to honor Black History Month.
Mm.
Like I came from the Caribbean, and it's like for
Hmm.
me, it was like the whole time it was Black history,
Yeah.
right? It was,
Yeah.
and things like that. And I think it's important that you know your history.
Hmm.
But for Black History Month, I always try to do things that, just for that month
Mm.
only highlight, Black individuals, the things
Hmm.
that they're doing and to truly celebrate them because
Rightfully so.
absolutely.
Rightfully
So
so.
thank you for saying yes to kicking off the month.
Absolutely.
Um,
Kick it, kick it.
the kick it off, right? Kick it off. So I really wanted to have you on the show for many reasons,
Okay.
and we're going to talk about it. But you were on the show before, so welcome
Yes.
back.
Thank
I
you.
could say welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. I must be
Welcome
okay.
back. You must have did well because you're back, baby.
You are silly. I know I'm silly, but you're a hot mess.
You know what?
Okay,
You gotta have joy.
aw,
You gotta have joy.
aw.
But no, I'm so grateful that you're back, and
Yes, sir.
just really wanted to welcome you back and chat
Yes,
with
sir.
you, and just really talk about. I mean, for those who are joining for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
Dianne Langford James, right? Your
Yeah,
name's on the screen right
yeah.
now.
Okay.
But who is Dianne Langford James? Girl, I mean, we had time for all of that. But
Broad strokes.
broad stroke,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I've had the privilege of hearing your story several times in several different formats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now where you are in your
Mm-hmm.
life, if you had to say who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And number two, I would say I'm a caring, passionate, and powerful leader.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If I had to, and it's amazing that you're saying that to me, because I was with a group of young ladies yesterday at the YWCA Transformation Group, and I asked them that question, who are you? And they all answered with their name. And I said, okay, so that's good. So now you're going to pick 3 words that describe who you are, and nobody knows you better than you. And so that's why when you say that to me, I understand the depth of it. The depth of it, who you are, is your personality, your character, your being, your integrity. So when I did that exercise, and we were doing it so fast, I'm like, well, who am I?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you in a minute.
Oh.
Help us, Lord.
I'm sorry, it's not that kind of party.
I can't with you. I was like, okay, who am I? Who am I? And I was doing the exercise. Everybody was rushing. I said, well, I care because I'm caring. And then I realized I am passionate. When I'm doing something about something, I'm really passionate. But for the grace of God, I am powerful. I've got the ability. God has given me the gift. I can't sing. But
Well, I mean,
I missed that line. So I don't say that. I don't say that with ego or any of that. I say that with the depths of my soul, because that's who I am.
All right. I accept that.
Thank you.
Because you believe that.
Absolutely.
All right. And then that's what you put out. Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thank you for those of you who are joining you. You heard it. I couldn't have said it any better myself. So thank you for that. Well, you were on the show before, I think about almost a year ago.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to? Talk about a lot on the calendar.
Wow.
I love that. But God has just been moving in such incredible ways in your life. So what have you been up to since you were on the show last?
Well, first I want to say that
yeah, girl.
I thank God, number one, and then I thank my mom and my dad because they had great work ethic, unbelievable work ethic, and I got it from both of them. So I just don't understand, so I just go. It's just in me, unbelievable. And because of some other things too, my bout with addiction, and grateful to be here, to be able to make a difference, and to take responsibility, and to give back, So with all that said and done, a team of us got together and we did the Black Excellence Celebration inaugural. We had that since I've been on this show.
Yes. I know. I can't wait to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay, so let me pause.
We're going to talk about that, but I want to hear about Dianne.
Yes.
Yes.
And so then I've been doing the Breaking Cycles.
Yes.
Because that's my organization.
That's your company.
Cycle Breakers.
Yes.
So I do Bravery, which is a woman's training, transformational training, and I love it because I'm all about inside personal development work. So I've done that, and actually not taking it as a hobby anymore, taking it as a business, because us women deserve it.
100%.
We deserve it. We wear so many hats, and we do so much, but we don't really take care of ourselves. And when we can take care of ourselves, then everything is okay.
Yeah.
Historically, I believe we've been on the back burner as women, right? Because we do everything. We're there. We're the doers. So I love doing my training because it happened to me. So I did the training myself, and I was wondering, how can I bring it back here to Worcester and to have it for our women, So that's called Bravery, and I just love that. It's dear to my heart. But the other thing that I've been doing, Diane's been doing, is the Torch Foundation, which is teens.
Teens, yeah.
Personal, social, emotional development.
Yeah.
I'm all about inside work, because when we can do inside work, then sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
I believe, Suzanne, that we all have a little girl or a little boy inside of us who gets to have some healing for whatever stories we told ourselves. And as Oprah would say, we all have a story. We all have a story. And so with the trainings, we don't take away their story. We just help them to change the narrative so that they win. And so I'll speak about myself. I used to say my dad left when I was 7 and never came back to take us for an ice cream cone. And then I realized, wow, as I got older and had more experience, my dad never came and took my sisters for an ice cream cone either. And when I did the personal development, I like speaking about this because it's really hits to the core of inside work. I realized, wow, that's when my mother shut down. So she shut down, so neighbors really raised us. And then I realized the 5 of us, we were looking for love in all the wrong places. And we all ended up doing drugs. Ooh, that was and this is through the training, through the work. You know, you got to do the work. And then I realized that 2 of my sisters died drug related. Woo! And to have those epiphanies as you're doing exercises, and then to come back and to realize my dad really did the best he could with the tools that he had. He didn't have the tools to give us. So it's my job to break the cycles. It's my job to do the work. And so I do the work, and I thank my dad and I thank my mom for their blood running through my veins.
Amen.
And carrying on their legacy. So with the Torch Foundation, we've been doing that for 10 years, a decade.
Oh my goodness.
A decade.
A decade.
Oof.
Ain't God good?
Ah.
But God.
Ah.
But God.
Ah.
But okay. All right, girl.
And it's so amazing the things that are happening right now. If I could tell you the things that are just happening organically, so that our teens are able to have this, and in spite of their issues and their situations, or which they have, they understand with this training that they can be the game changer and the cycle breakers in their family, and it's empowering. Because they haven't been here long enough to have all the tools that we have to make the best choices and decisions, right? So we give them a safe place where they can release a little bit. Then they get the tools and techniques. Oh my God, you talk about transformation.
No, absolutely. You know, and I think, and you said they haven't been here long enough, right? And I'll hand you the sugar so you can have some
little
sugar for your tea.
Sugar.
Like, you can have some sugar for your tea, darling. Have some sugar for your tea. Just a little something, just a little sweet. So, you know, and even though they haven't been here long enough, I think it's so powerful that they're learning, because I have met many women that are broken, that are not healed, because, you know, they didn't have an instance where they had the opportunity to do, because inner work is hard.
Ooh.
Inner work is hard, to hold up that mirror to yourself and says, ooh, maybe I'm the problem. You know, like, I am directly responsible for the path that my life is on.
Can you imagine?
You know.
So let me take it now and shift.
I'm in the driver's seat.
And shift and pivot and do it.
Absolutely.
It is actually a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that we all have a home life, however that looks, education, however that looks, but we don't go inside.
It's hard.
They don't go, and that's where we need to be.
We do.
That's where we need to be, so you can come out, you can reset, you can recharge and reignite, and come out, because life takes a toll on us. Let's figure.
It does.
Go figure.
It does. You know, well,
you got to shake this stuff off, and
it's Black History Month, so this bears saying, you know, traditionally in the Black homes, we are not taught to talk about our feelings. You know, men are told to suck it up, be strong, and we're strong Black women. We very rarely have opportunity to be soft, to be vulnerable, to talk about, say, that hurt me. So, you know, for us now to have this opportunity to explore and do the inner work, I mean, that is a generational shift.
A gem, a girlfriend, gem. Not only for the teenagers, but for the adults as well.
100%.
100%. I'm all about inside work.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
And I love it, because I'm not here to take a place of anything else. You know, all these organizations, they're all doing amazing.
Wonderful.
And they all have so much right now in this time that I'm seeing, especially in the city of Worcester, right? But the kids are taking it in and they're letting it go as quickly. They're not awake, present, and intentional. What are we doing? We're putting Band-Aids on things. And so they'll learn something, they'll take 2 steps backward, and life will happen, and it does, and it will, period. And they take 10 steps back because they don't have the tools.
Yeah.
So I love what we do.
Well, I'm so glad, Will. You know, I don't even want to say congratulations. I want to say, you know, good job. Keep doing what you're doing. I think it's needed, both the bravery for, you know, the women, transformation for the teens. I think we all need to focus on holding ourselves accountable and doing that self-work.
It's the best thing in the world when you can take responsibility and accountability.
It is.
And then change that narrative that you talk about.
Absolutely.
That we don't talk like that. Courageous conversations. Everybody has opinions, Suzanne. This is the thing. We all have opinions, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that your opinion has to be mine or mine has to be yours. We just talk, and people find out, and then you find out you're like-minded people, period.
Yeah.
And then you link arms and go. It doesn't make it right or wrong or good or bad. My 94-year-old uncle said, we get old too fast and smart too late.
But we flip it over.
We're going to change that. We're going to change that.
Because like folks already think they're smart.
We're going to change that.
Let's change that. Let's change that. We can absolutely change that.
There's so much to do.
There is so much to do. Well, you know, continue to do the work that you're doing. And I'm glad that you mentioned the fact that there's so many different institutions and organizations doing it. And some do really, really great work. And, you know, kudos to all the organizations that are working on helping folks to do that inner and internal work, because I think that it's just necessary. And you know what? We all have an opinion. And, you know, I always say this, and when I'm trying to, like, when I'm doing a speaking engagement, I say, listen, I love ice cream. I think it's one of the greatest things on earth, right? One of my best and oldest friends absolutely cannot stand ice cream, and still we're friends.
That's okay.
So, and that's okay. Different opinions.
Absolutely.
But as James Baldwin said, I don't know the quote directly, you know, the one that says, like, as long as, like, our differences of opinion doesn't have to do with, you know, like the something another, like the suppression of my life, my values, and all of these things, you know, exactly, then it's okay. So we can have difference of opinion, but we're not talking about the value of human life and things like that. So ice cream, absolutely. Places to vacation, absolutely. But no, thank you so much for sharing that. And so is there anything upcoming that is open to the public that we can certainly highlight so folks can support? What's upcoming for Dianne? Because we're going to talk about Black excellence.
Okay.
So what's coming?
Well,
any open engagement that you have coming up where you're speaking anything? Because I know last year you were busy girl.
Listen, we're putting some things like a little bit on hold right now, but definitely doing some author talks this week. I am definitely doing an author talk for a friend who just wrote a book.
Yes.
You know, I love the book that says "Let Them." Okay. Thinking of her name right now. I'm drawing a blank, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But I loved it. So she was reading the book, and it was like, let them.
Yeah.
And she said, well, where's let God?
Yeah.
She took herself to the side, wrote a book, and wrote Let's God. I said, oh my goodness. So she just became an author. So I'm going to support her with her first author talk.
All right.
So I'm going to do that, and we can put that, we can post that somewhere.
Yes, no, absolutely. We can share that, yeah.
I'm getting ready to do a torch training in March, March 14th and 15th, and that's going to be at Worcester State University. And of course, you know, we're planning for another bravery. I'll get that date out soon. So we're just plugging everything. Because, you know, it's wintertime now. So, you know, December, January, February, it's all planning.
Yes,
so
100%.
We'll let you know all the dates because they're happening. And I love bravery, too, because I love to work with women that are already leaders. You know, because leaders lead. You know, I was telling, I met with, oh, goodness. I met with DCF today. It was another blessing. Department of Children and Family with 75 workers. Wow. Unbelievable. And I told them, I said, you all have your life. And then you come in here and help other people with their lives. Yeah. That's a big task.
It is a big task.
And if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're working from an empty cup. You got to fill your cup.
Yes.
So whatever you do, take care of yourself. First of all, I said to them, thank you for everything that you do. You know, so that was amazing to be there. But those are the things that are happening in the author talks. It's all around personal development.
Wonderful. Well, I mean, I've gotten a little bit of what you're talking about, and in terms of, you know, so internal work obviously is very big for you, and you have planning some events for the year, but how do you choose what engagement to align yourself with or organizations? Like, what's the decision process like for you?
Ooh, I like that. For me, it's about purpose. It's about impact. It's about, am I making a difference in the world to uplift people? As you said earlier, this world and what we're, I know, take another deep breath on that one, and what we're dealing with. So my job is to support people, to lift them up, hold them high, give them hope and possibility. So if it's an impact and it's doing something like that, if it's a purpose and if there's value to it, I am 100% in.
All right, I love that.
That's
I love that. No, I absolutely do. So this is a thing that I do. I mean, I really try to find the lesson in everything. Aww. Even if I'm watching a movie and I'm like, I try to.
What's my lesson? Wow.
You know, what's my lesson here? And this is like, I don't think I've ever shared this publicly, but this is a thing that I have done for me, because I'm like, I always feel like there's a lesson. And, you know, when I watch a movie and I'm like, okay, you know, like you talked a little bit about, you know, your father and, you know, the decision that he made
Yep.
and how it
Yep.
impacted you, and then to take that responsibility.
Mhm.
But what lesson have you learned lately? What's one of the biggest lessons that you have personally learned lately? Just from anything. It could be something as simple as, you know, finding a penny on the street. Like, what are one of the biggest lessons you have learned lately?
Well, being 74 years young.
Okay, girl. Say it again. Say it again. Say it to the camera.
What goes on?
Talk to the
What goes
camera.
on here stays here. Stays here. Being 74.
I'm like trying to fix
Wait a
the shirt.
minute. Let me cross my leg.
All right, like that. Say it again. Say it again.
Being blessed to be 74 years, my biggest lesson is that if you're persistent, if you're committed, and if you stay the course, you do it because you're significant, you want to be significant for others, God will take care of all the rest.
Amen now.
All the rest. 10
Amen.
years for Torch.
Okay.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
God.
I mean, many times, really, I wanted to leave just because of all the bureaucracy, the political stuff in it, and all that stuff. But when I saw those teens come in this way and then leave out like this, like they could conquer the world, there was no way I would give up on them kids.
Okay.
No way. I would take the hit for the kids.
Okay.
I would take the hit for the kids.
All right. Wonderful.
And things work out. But yeah, just stay the course,
All right.
be committed, be in it for the long game, and it's going to happen.
Amen.
God will take care of all of the rest.
Amen.
Period.
Period. Full stop. But God. Right now. Well, thank you so much. I know there's so much for us to connect and talk about, but in your earlier talks, we were talking about some of the things that you did last year. You mentioned, which I absolutely wanted to chat about, the Black Excellence Committee.
Oh
So
my
this was an initiative that was launched last year, and you know, let's talk about what is the Black Excellence Committee, and what was the motivation behind that?
Oh my goodness. Well, as you learn, you live and have some experiences, and you see some beautiful things happen in this world with everyone, with all the ethnicities. I said, what are we doing? What are we doing as a people? And so I sat back, and I love everybody. I love everybody. But I always wanted to do something for our culture, you know? And so it was a thought, like, what are we going to do here to hold us high, to lift us up, to show the youth, give them hope, let them be relatable, and create some more history. They can try to erase, we're going to create some more history. And so it was, okay, let's do Black Excellence, and how does that look? And I got together with a few people, including you, Ta-ta, and said, how can we start it here? What would be something that we could start it with that the whole Worcester would be a part of it? And then realized, oh my goodness, the CEO of the YWCA, Deb Hall, is Black. The CEO and president of the YMCA is Black. There was nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Bada boom. Let's go.
Yes.
We got together with a few people, like I said, including yourself. It was a thought, breath, and there it was.
Yes.
There it was.
Yes.
That's it. So whatever you think, whatever you want to do, whatever's in your heart, whatever you feel like doing, all things are possible. We all have gifts, and we need to be able to allow our gifts to flow and become fluid and to be around people, because it takes a team. We're good by ourselves, but we're unstoppable as a team.
Absolutely.
And so we got together and had the inaugural one. It was a major success.
It was phenomenal.
Ta-ta.
Let's, Deb and David.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
you mentioned that Deb all
Yes.
and David,
Yes.
right? Deb
Yes.
and David.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they were the the CEO, right, of
Yes.
the YWCA and the
YM, yes.
YMCA, respectively.
Yes.
But girl, you know, not all skin folks is kin folk. So there we had arriving at two people in these roles that are incredible for the things they do for the community.
Oh my God. And what are we doing? How are we not recognizing them? Year after year is going by, and how are we not recognizing, or how are we not doing something to show the Black excellence? Period. It was beautiful.
So yeah, I love that it wasn't just about, yes, they did have the titles, but they do the work. They do the work.
They're significant.
Yes.
they're successful and significant in all the lives that they touch. Can you imagine? So we started out and we had over 300 people. It started with 200.
Yes.
We went over to 300.
Tell me about the party girl.
Shut it up. Shut it
Tell
up.
me about the party girl. I was there, but I want to hear it from your mouth. Tell us about
the team just
yes.
came together so what a committee. What a committee. We was in it, and it was just amazing. So, yes, then we raised over $64,000, and everyone that was a part of it, which should be, and anything that we do, we have to see value in people. So anybody that was involved got paid. And
yes.
we had, it was excellent. It was at the AC downtown. The food was delicious.
Yes.
Everybody was there. People have told me that it felt like a family reunion, just watching everybody just talking and oh my God, my heart, right? Somebody said that they felt like it was the movie Coming to America.
Yeah.
I said, oh Lord, okay, that's how you feel.
That's how you feel. So let me say this, because all right, so we came the day and we fixed up the hotel.
Yes, we did.
Right, and
yes,
then we left and went home in chains,
yeah.
or I went home.
You went home in chains.
You changed.
You went home.
But what was it like then? Walking in the room after months, after you planned it for months and months, and seeing the manifestation.
Unbelievable.
Like just seeing it. And then when the folks came in and their reaction, what was that feeling like?
I was just in awe.
Yeah.
I was just really in awe, just taking it all in and watching everybody be happy. You know, have some joy, smiling, hugging. And I'm like, wow. Then we had the speaker, the reverend. Oh my goodness. What?
Ooh, child.
She took it home.
Lord, she did.
Oh my God. And just giving them the awards, watching Deb and Dave really be emotional about it, because we don't recognize people. There's something that we don't do in this world is acknowledgement and appreciation, you know? So thank you very much for what you do to all the people, by the way, since I'm on that note. Thank you for everyone that you're having on here and speaking. You're planting all of these seeds. And one thing I want to tell you, Suzanne, is you can't plant seeds and not have a harvest. Harvest.
Girl.
Just a little bit of my wisdom for you, right?
Listen, we be about to have church up in here.
But
go on, Queen.
David and Deb, the pictures that were taken, the things that were done, the memories that were etched in the minds of everyone was just phenomenal. Yeah, it was phenomenal. So
no, it was, and you know, honestly, as a part of it, and as a person walking in, I still get people like see me like, oh my God, I was there, and you know, I saw it. I walked into a room and there was a young lady who was working the night off the event, and she saw me and she was like, it was the most beautiful thing she had ever seen. She wasn't even attending it. She was working.
She's done many events.
And she had done many events.
That energy. It's like, that energy.
It was just,
that energy.
It was like the Grammy, the NAACP award, the image award. It was
all
all
of
the
that.
things. All the things. Well deserved. Great job. Great work. As you mentioned,
it's
you're
all
the
of us.
committee and all of that.
It takes the team.
It takes a village. No one can do it alone.
That's right.
Absolutely no one can do it alone.
That's right. So thank you to all the committee. Thank you to everybody that had anything to do with it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May you be blessed abundantly.
Amen now.
Come on.
Amen. All right. So, what is happening this year? Let's celebrate.
So then we did that and we took a breath. We took a breath.
You know, it's like the kids, right?
Where do we go from here? Left, right, straight?
Yes, now. Okay.
Where do we go from here? And so I sat with myself and just pray to God, what do you want me to do? What do you really want me to do? And it was to continue.
Okay.
And there's so much more to be said. But come on and join and be part of it and see what's happening. So much more to be said.
All right.
But yes, so it was, absolutely, positively, without a doubt.
Okay. So.
Period.
What I'm hearing is, it is still ongoing. It is ongoing. So the Black Excellence Committee is still ongoing. And are they taking members right now?
Oh, yeah, we could take well, you know what? Call up and see. Right now, we probably have 15 members, okay, right now. There's an email, which is blackalliance@gmail.com. Black Legacy Alliance at gmail.com. So if you have any information or want to call or email, blacklegacyaLliance@gmail.com. You can give me an email and us an email. But yeah, we had at the event, we had QR codes asking those that wanted to be involved. Because, you know, we just came up with this with a group of individuals, which is amazing. But there are other people that want to be involved. And of course, this is a community event. So let's do this together.
Absolutely.
So absolutely.
All right. So I know you have an announcement.
Ta-ta.
There is going to be another Black Excellence celebration this year.
Yes, ma'am.
And we already have the save the date.
Save the date.
So tell them the date.
Black Excellence celebration is October the 2nd. It's Friday, October the 2nd. It's at the AC Hotel, downtown Worcester, starting at 6:30 to 10:30. So we already have saved the date. We already have our Eventbrite up so that they could go to the Eventbrite if you choose to go get a ticket. And I wrote it down.
Well, you get that information, girl, because we want to get it all out there.
Oh, yes, because we have to do that. So the Eventbrite is blacklegacycelebration.eventbrite.com.
Okay.
Okay.
All
so
right.
we'll put that on and we'll let
we
people
will put
know.
that on.
Yeah,
we can
we've
put
got
that
time.
in when I do the share, like, yes.
As a matter of fact, you can get cards either at the Save the Date cards right now at the YMCA front desk or the YWCA front desk. Okay? Come and join us.
Absolutely.
Ask questions.
Absolutely.
Well, it takes a village, as you had said.
Absolutely. You know? And Dianne is going to be at a lot of events. And if I know anything about this woman, she has a whole bunch of those cards in her purse.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I try to be selective of what I do and when I do it.
No,
you know?
I think it's important. I think, you know,
important.
you got to bring it out and share it out. I mean, because it's like, you know that, like, right now, it's like, oh, it's so far off. But the date's going to fly and things are going to pack up. So that date. So it's Friday, October 2nd, 6:30 p.m. at the AC Marriott. And the Eventbrite's already up. And
very good.
All of that. Like, save the date. Like, get your ticket early.
Yes, so it's like, isn't that amazing? So we can already plan. You know, people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan.
Absolutely.
Got it? So save the date. October the 2nd, come in. Have a good time with us because it is going to be amazing.
Wonderful. So I know I already asked about how, if, you know, folks wanted to join the committee, but how can the community get involved with the Black Excellent? What are some of the ways?
Many ways.
All right.
They can support it. Of course, like you said, get a ticket. They can support it by bringing a friend or telling somebody. They can support by if they know any sponsors, so on and so forth that can help us. And they can support by calling up and see if they can be part of the committee or maybe they have some ideas. So those are the ways that they can support.
All right. So, I mean, you talked about one of the reasons, you know, really sat down and, you know, had a conversation with God about, you know, what's next. Should I continue?
Conversation with God, that's a movie, but go ahead.
Yes.
I'm sorry, just went.
It's okay.
I went there.
It's okay. You went there. We've been saying God out the whole time, so we can.
Yes.
But, you know, what is the motivation to keep this going? To keep this going longer than last year, than this year. And, you know, I know obviously God will lead you and, you know, as you have these conversations with them to go to the next, but what is the motivation to keeping something, this particular thing going?
I think it's twofold or threefold. One, to recognize the people that are doing the work, that have integrity, that are successful, but more importantly, are significant. There's a whole different thing in this world. See, this is not about me. This is all about them. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? And if we're working together for the common good for the people, then it's amazing, amazing to me. So that's where I'm coming from for the most part. What are your thoughts?
No, I mean, girl, you said 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on. You're on the show. I truly want to hear your thoughts.
I love your thoughts too. But really, it's to uplift, to people to be recognized that really haven't or won't be recognized, to be able to carry the legacy on, and just as important for the youth to see what is possible, so it can be relatable. Because I know if I had seen this, listen, I had no Black history when I was in school. I mean, none. They talked about the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, Christopher Columbus. I did not want to know any of that. It just didn't move me in any kind of way.
Yeah.
So I didn't like history.
Mm-hmm.
And now I understand why. I probably would have liked it if I had some relatable things in it that I could relate to. Then I would want to learn, because then I'd be, you know what I mean? It's curious.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. And it took a long time for me to even learn about those that are Black that have made significant runs. And so now that I'm here and I'm 74, it's my duty, it's my honor, and it's my responsibility to keep this going so that it's here long after I'm gone.
Absolutely.
Long after I'm
Absolutely.
gone. It's not.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's just
I love
shut
that.
it up.
Shut it up. No, well, you know, I actually really.
Are we being taped? Are we being taped?
I don't know, girl.
I thought we were just having a conversation.
Listen, you and I are having a conversation. Somebody might be recording
And
us. We don't know.
tea.
And some tea, girl.
And
We're
some
going to sip
tea.
some tea.
And
And
some
we're going to
tea.
talk.
Ta-ta.
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 Talk like,
Ta-ta.
all right, now. Put
This
the
is
pinky
good,
up.
too. This
Put the
is good.
pinky up.
Oh, pinky.
Put the pinky up. Put the
Ta-ta.
pinky up. So good.
So good.
So good.
So good.
Well, you know, as you were talking, you know, I was really thinking about representation. And as you said that, you know, when you were in school, that you did not, you didn't have an interest in history because it really didn't represent you. And, you know, it is hard sometimes to hear about all these people doing an amazing thing and you know where you came from, right? But yet still it's not talked about. And I think oftentimes we rely on others to tell us our history. And sometimes the ones that are telling us our history doesn't really benefit from letting us see how powerful we are. So it's easier for them to repress the fact of how powerful we are. And I think we have to tell our own story. We are the author of our own story.
Thank you.
We have to tell it.
Thank you.
And we have to share it, and we have to let the young ones see representation. Let them walk into the room and they see the Black excellence celebration going
Can you imagine?
on. And, you know, they see that. And I think, you know, and I know that you have big plans because you are a dreamer and a planner and a manifester. And, you know, I think that God will move this in different ways. And I think other things are going to be birthed out of this.
Absolutely.
And
without
as
a doubt.
additional folks come on with additional abilities,
gifts.
let's just manifest
Can
in
you
this,
imagine?
right?
Can you imagine?
Can
you
be
imagine?
able to shift and move things in different ways
Accordingly.
that
we can't even think of right now.
We can't even think of, and
Nope.
that's okay.
That's beautiful.
And that's the beautiful thing
beautiful.
about building generational things, right? Because each person comes on and they add and they add and
yes,
they
they
add.
do. Yes,
and
they
you
do.
leave that legacy
It's beautiful.
behind for these kids to see. And I love the fact that you say, you know, obviously we never want to think about our own mortality, but we do have
That's
to
the
think
reality.
about
Yeah.
what I'm doing is sustainable after
That's
I'm
right.
gone.
Yeah.
And that it is a hard, you know, girl, internal
Hey,
conversation.
life
but
lessons will teach you that. I remember my
will.
mother saying, plan this and plan that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And I'm like, oh, but it was a different way in which they were talked about it. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just amazing that life is not a dress rehearsal. We have one shot at this thing called life. And every day, in every way, it's important to live your best life.
Absolutely. It's not like we should, though. I'm not going to lie. I think we should have more than one opportunity because sometimes you're like, you're ever making a recipe, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, that didn't turn out right. Let's do it over.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You can't do that.
But the beautiful part of that, Suzanne, is the lesson in it.
It is.
We're to learn lessons.
Yes.
So they don't have to keep being repeated.
Absolutely not.
That's the beautiful lesson. Truth be told, we got one shot at this thing right here that we know of.
Yes.
Called life.
Yes.
We're going to learn lessons. And I like that. I like what you just said.
Woo.
Yeah, can I get another shot at that?
Like,
no.
not. Like one shot.
Listen,
like
Suzanne,
not. But you know what? It made us who we are. And no regrets.
It's the lessons.
Because do you love who you are?
It's the I love who I am.
Exactly.
I'm blessed to.
And that's what I feel like a lot of times when I've gone through something and maybe when I'm in it and I'm going through it and I'm experiencing, I'm having all my feelings and the tears and all that, you know, like it's not pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
It's okay,
lie.
but it's okay.
And I'm wishing it away.
But it's okay.
But let me tell you, like after, when the dust settles, I said, God,
what did I learn? What was my lesson?
Where I am now, if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't be here.
That's right.
So if Dianne hadn't gone through what Dianne went through, Dianne wouldn't be Dianne here. You wouldn't have your story. You wouldn't have your testimony. You wouldn't have the scars to show. You wouldn't have that passion, that drive.
That's right.
Because we wouldn't know who we would be if we hadn't gone through what we gone through.
Absolutely.
So even when we're going through it, we're like,
Lord, help us.
You know, I don't want to be that powerful warrior list this year. I want to be vacation Barbie.
You know, Suzanne, my mother and father, when they left this world, and I was blessed to hold their hand, both of them, before they transitioned.
Yeah.
And what I saw was a lot of regret.
Yeah.
A lot of regret. My dad said, I told you when he left when I was 7, he said, I did it all wrong, babe. Yeah. And we said, Dad, no, you did the best you could, Dad. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I saw a lot of regret. And they both taught me that to live the best every single day and to go to bed at night with no regrets. Yes, lessons. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But no regrets. Learn from the lessons and do better the next day.
Well, that's all we can do.
And I pray that each and every one of you who are listening, you can pictures too, this one here. Look at this one here. This one here. I pray that you live your best life and that every day that you go to bed, that you've done the best you could, and that every day go to bed with no regrets and wake up the next day full of vim and vigor and doing the best you can, and surround yourself with like-minded people.
Absolutely.
Like me and you.
Yeah. No, listen, I think it's important that the circle that we're in, you know, it supports where you're trying to go,
right?
Where you're trying to be. It doesn't have to be the same, but it has to be somebody that's focused on inner work and growing and doing and being and building and not negativity and breaking down. I think we just have enough
victim mentality
coming
and all
at us that we can't control. So to wallow in it, it's you know, we've got to, and I know folks are going through a lot. So for me, it's important.
Give yourself grace.
Yes.
Give yourself grace.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! I think of the things that, like you say, I've been through. And oh my God, how did I make it through there? But for the grace of God. Yeah, no, but God. And that's where my passion lies, to do the things I can to support somebody else so that they don't have to go down those roads, so that they find joy and peace and understand they're worthy in spite of the things that has happened or happening. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely.
That's why I do what I do.
Absolutely. We were born worthy. We never lose our worthiness. But life sometimes make you question your worthiness, but you were always worthy, baby.
That's right.
You were created in this image. You were always worthy. You were always worthy. Well, thank you so much for, you know, truly talking about, you know, the Black Excellence Committee, the Black Excellence Celebration. I am honored and humbled to be a part of it. And, you know, really looking forward to, last year was phenomenal, and really looking forward to all the big reveals that are going to be coming up and all of that.
So
and
excited.
Just looking forward. But we wanted to make sure that you have the date of the actual event, October 2nd. Friday, October 2nd. Get things ready. Start getting your gown now, because you know I'm already looking online.
We'll be on social media soon, very soon, and everything and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. But thank you, and you know, honestly, sharing, you know, a little bit about Dianne and what are some of the things that you've been up to. So you know, I absolutely believe in joy. I believe that joy should be intentional, and joy should be, you know, for me, it's my go-to, and it's intentional for me. So what are some of the things that you've been doing to find joy for you?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, joy becomes in well, I love massages. That's my joy. All right, shut it up. Shut it up. By the way, I didn't get a massage till I was 60.
No.
Please don't. Listen.
Yeah. Okay, so wait,
now
how did you discover it though? Like, how did you?
I was in California. I went to see my grandson.
Yeah.
And he says, Grandma, let's go for a massage.
That grandson of yours.
That grandson of mine.
That grandson of yours.
So
like,
that's my
listen.
joy. That's my love. My 6 kids, help me, Lord, my 21 grandkids, and my 6 great-grandkids.
Yes.
They're my joy because they're shifting and they're growing, and I'm allowing them to grow.
Yeah.
You know, my name is Nana,
Yes.
Mom, not Jesus. but supporting them and giving them information so that they can make the best decision possible. Because at the end of the day, they make the decision.
Yeah.
But when you have more information, you can make a better decision.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense? You
yes,
know?
absolutely.
So yeah, so I love my massages. I do my pedicures and my manicures. I take care of myself.
Girl.
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
know your nails be on point.
No, stop. Wait a minute, clocking. This is what the kids do.
Yeah.
When I go to the school, they say clocking. I'm like, what is that? Clocking. I'm like, okay.
Listen, these kids be teaching.
But yeah, I find joy.
Massages,
Yeah. My
manicure,
husband and my
pedicures.
family
Yeah.
and joy. And,
Okay.
yeah, in planning, still planning, you know, legacy of what's next. And I really think often of how I can leave my family in the best possible situation for most of them.
Yeah.
And I really want to say this. It has a lot to do with relationships. Relationships are really the key in life. Because when you have those relationships, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
So it's relationships. So I'm very intentional about what I'm doing and how I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah. So that when I do leave, and I'm not trying to leave until it's biblical. Like I'm asking God to give me 100 something. Can I cross my leg here? Somebody come and help me. They say your latter years will be your best. They were talking to me.
Yes,
oh
girl.
yeah, they were talking to me. But everything I do is intentional because as I see life and I see things happening and I understand the sequence of life and I understand in seasons of life, you know, that, and my family's a basketball family, so they have
Yes,
4
girl.
quarters, right? So I say that I'm in the 4th quarter, but I say there's overtime and double overtime.
Okay, now.
Shut it up.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, it's not a basketball game unless one of your kids or your grandkids are not playing it, girl. Like.
And so everything I do is really, and I've built relationships that are solid. People, you know, we might not have been together a lot of times, but people understand who you are by what you do and your integrity. That's it. So, yeah.
All right.
So
I'm still talking about that massages, girl.
Listen, at least two a month.
Oh my goodness.
I got to start exercising.
That is wonderful.
At least. Oh yeah, I have to.
Yeah. So
Keep the flow.
I have a hard time with massages. So I'm not a fan of them per se.
Wow,
Like I don't really like people touching
Yeah,
me
my
like that.
husband's like that. Yeah.
So I did when we went to I think the DR. I did get one.
Okay.
And I was in so much pain after. I don't know what she did.
Well, she gave you a deep massage. You don't need a deep massage.
Yes, she did.
She gave you a deep one. So when they do that, it's painful at first, but it's really healthy for your body.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I was in pain, girl.
Yeah, because I don't get deep massages.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not talking about massages. I'm throwing that. Maybe we'll start a business, a massage business.
Maybe. Like, I'm not doing the massages, like.
But that's what happened.
Really?
Yeah, that's what happened. So.
Yeah, it was painful. So, like, I haven't. So
you had not a good
I was like, okay, I didn't like it, and now I did it. So I mean, I've been thinking about it because I've been speaking with a couple of folks.
You tell people that you want just a regular soft massage.
I've been talking with a couple of folks who go to a spa, and I've been really thinking about just having a day at the spa.
Well, there you go. Please do.
Just facial and massages and pedi, matting, all the
Oh,
things.
I do facials too.
Oh,
I've never
was gonna
worn makeup.
ask, like, do you do the facial?
I've never done makeup in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I remember my dad saying to me, Dee Dee, take your mom, because my mom was the most beautiful woman ever saw. Bless her. Hi, Mom. And so, but as you age, you know, age is age.
It's okay,
And
girl.
so one day he told me, take your mother to get a makeup. But at that time, I wasn't there at that level. So I'm like, what is he saying? But I do facials now. I've never done anything. I don't really make up.
Yeah.
I wear lipstick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So get my lashes done here. But I don't wear makeup. And so I treat myself to a facial once a month.
Facials are lovely.
I did the year thing. I said, oh, shut it up.
Love it.
Shut it up.
Love it. I love it. No, listen. Facials are lovely. Like
really
when
are.
I tell you,
They
those
really
are
Yeah.
the first time
They
I
really are.
experienced a facial. My brother was in barber school. He was becoming a barber.
Okay.
And he needed like a model.
Okay.
Like I wasn't like modeling, but like he needed somebody to do the thing on.
And
I'd worked all day.
to do practice.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I did and I fell asleep.
Oh,
and actually, that was great.
And that's how you should be with the massages.
It was.
That's how you should be. Once you go and you do that, girl, you're gonna.
Girl, I was. I'm gonna try it again.
Yes,
because
you are. Yes,
a
you
girl
are.
needs to be
You deserve
pampered. Listen. Listen, I need to be
Thank you.
pampered. So I'm gonna do the massages again.
Thank you.
Like the facials, I absolutely love. Like just
Yeah, yeah.
And recently, I did.
Yeah.
I did a mani and a pedi, and I'm like very weird because I'm a whole germaphobe and all that.
Oh yeah.
But I
yeah?
did it and I liked
Good
it.
girl.
So the baby steps.
Me and my husband get a pedi once a month.
Oh wow.
I got him to get a pedi now, so now he's happy.
Oh wow.
And he loves it. He goes, okay, honey, it's time to go get our pedi. I'm like, okay, sweetie pie.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's a thing. Okay.
But it's not like nobody touches body like you. He doesn't like massages.
Yeah, I'm not like a. But
okay, we're off the subject.
Like no. I'm like we're gonna work on it.
Yeah,
we're gonna work on it for me because
Yeah,
I'm gonna I'm like there are days that I'm like, oh, I really need one.
For real.
Yeah.
And our bodies do.
Yeah. Okay. No, absolutely.
With the eating good and the exercise, we know.
We know.
We're getting there.
When you know, you know. All right. So actually, you know what? I've been meaning to ask you that you have a beautiful pin on. What's that pin represent?
Every woman, see how beautiful that we are, true and gold. It's just
beautiful,
beautiful. Oh yeah, you figured you would like things.
I do.
Because you just are all about that. Look.
You know, I am a queen.
Yes, you are.
No questions
we're
about
queens.
it.
She's a queen.
We're queen.
For sure.
I'm a queen.
Yes, we
You're
are.
a queen.
Yes, we are.
But we have to believe that.
Yes, we do.
And,
yes,
you know, I think I love to see women like you truly embrace who they are and embrace their queenness.
Yeah.
Because.
Thank you for that, too. Because you say it to everybody.
I do.
Hi, queen. Hi, queen.
I do
Hi,
believe
queen.
women are queen.
And you got me saying it. So thank you. Hi, queen. I'll pick it up. Listen, I'll pick it up, put it in my pocket.
That's how I see
good.
women.
That's it.
That's truly, I
Thank you for
absolutely
that.
love women.
Thank you for that.
I love
Thank
women.
You for that.
I love
Thank
celebrating women. You're
Thank
welcome.
you for that.
And I think that we deserve to be celebrated and we deserve to be seen.
Amazing.
So, yeah, there we are. So, any vacations? Tell me, favorite vacation spot? I'd love to ask about vacation.
Ooh, I took a vacation to Capo Verde Island.
Okay.
And we just came back for the first time.
Yeah.
Me and my two sisters were all in our 70s, the three of us. And that's where my grandfather was born, right off the coast of Africa. And so we went there, and it was an epiphany for me to be able to go there, because I always wondered, my grandfather was an immigrant, came from Cape Verde Island, and I always wondered, how come he never went back? And where was his mother and his father? And where's my relatives? Are they still on the island? And so we got to the island, which is beautiful. And on an island, you can only do what islanders do. I understand why he left for the coming to America, living the life here. And I understand why he never went back, because even transportation out there is difficult right now if you haven't got a real plan and the weather isn't up. So I understand why he never went back, because he might have thought that he might have never made it back. And then would he make it back here? So, you know, when you're younger, you don't ask those questions, you know, and it is my prayer that we teach the young kids a lot to be with grandparents and to ask the questions and to write down the legacy, because if you don't know, you don't know. And so, you know, I thank my grandfather for coming here. When I got to Capo Verde, it was one of the best vacations I ever had. I got kissed the ground for God allowing me to even be there and to open up the door again for all the rest of the people to now go. Because now our grandkids are saying, I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm going. And so you just lead by example.
Absolutely. Do you have any family members left there?
No, not there on the island. Not there on the island. Not that we know of.
Not
you know,
that,
we got the birth certificates. We've got everything to, you know, try to connect out there. But, you know, it's a job, because they didn't have anything out there. How did they write things down? What happened to all of the birth certificates and everything? But it was great to be there, to be able to go there. It was truly a blessing.
No, absolutely. So, I think it's so important to, you know, talk about and write down, as you say, our history, because again, as we talked about earlier, our history is being erased. It's been removed from websites. It's being, books are being pulled out of schools, out of libraries.
So crazy.
So we have to preserve our legacy.
Preserve and create some more.
Absolutely.
Can't take those out.
Absolutely.
I ain't taking those out.
Absolutely.
And that other stuff, that too shall pass.
Oh, absolutely.
That will pass.
There's
and
always
everything will circle back around. Come on, somebody. Okay.
Ferris reign was how long? everything has its season. And
Everything
you
has its
mentioned
season.
earlier,
That's right.
about seed time and
Ecclesiastes.
harvest time.
That's right.
I think,
Yeah.
we have the years of feast and we have
Yeah.
the years
Yeah.
of famine.
Yeah, we do.
We
Yeah.
might be in
That's it.
famine
Yeah.
right now,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
but it's
Let's
okay.
stay focused on ourselves, our God,
Mm-hmm.
our families, and our communities, and what we can do,
Mm-hmm.
because all is a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So we can stay focused on what we do. We're going
Mm-hmm.
to look up, and that's going
Mm-hmm.
to be gone just like the rest of the stuff.
Absolutely, and I
It's
think
going to
that's
be
the
gone.
first way to segue,
Yep.
because as we're winding
Yep.
down to end
Yes.
the
Yes.
segment, because I can't believe we've
Yes,
been
ma'am.
here for almost an hour.
I.
Like we just over here cackling like two friends, right? Ooh, look at
Well, yeah.
that!
Oh, yeah.
I know, right?
Talk about massages, everything.
And that's what I tell folks. Like, this show is really
Yeah.
about an opportunity for me to connect and chat with phenomenal people. But
Yeah.
I think, as you say, we've got to hold on to our joy right now.
Yes, absolutely.
In this
Go for
time.
it.
So
Yeah.
as we're struggling with
Yeah.
what is happening,
Yeah.
and I think it's important that
Yeah.
we acknowledge it,
Yeah.
but we also we still have to live
Find
our
the
life.
joy. Yes, yes. Because hurt people hurt people.
Mhm.
Does it make sense?
Absolutely.
So we've got to find joy in it.
Mhm.
We talk about it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk about what has happened, because that's all real.
Oh, 100%.
All real what has
Yes.
happened to us.
Yes.
That's why we're where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's talk about that. That's real. But let's talk about what we can do. What's the difference that we can make now for our children's children? So
Absolutely.
that's where we're at.
So how are some of the ways that, folks can get involved or do things to ensure that, they're just showing up and encouraging others?
Oh, well, you know what would be really nice right now is to pick up a phone and call somebody that has made a difference in your life.
Oh.
Just if you're watching this segment, which I hope you are, pick up the phone, think of somebody that has impacted your life, and just give them a call and let them know exactly what they have done for you. Do you know, number one, what that would do for them? And then number two, what it would do for you? That is my request. Share the love.
All right. I love that. I mean, well, Valentine's Day is coming up.
That
right?
too. That's for the honey-hunters. That's for the honey-hunters. This is for everybody.
This is for everybody.
Somebody.
Just listen. There's
yeah.
things going on, but
Yeah,
we've got to make sure that we maintain our joy.
Absolutely.
And all that. And I don't want to end
Absolutely.
without making sure that I give you an opportunity. Is any extra you wanted to share? Any additional that you feel like you didn't get an opportunity as we were
No.
talking about all the things? I think we covered
Yeah,
Dianne.
yeah,
We covered
yeah.
legacy. We covered
Yeah,
Torch. We
yeah,
covered Black
yeah,
excellence. We covered
yeah,
massages,
yeah.
self-care, women, queens, all the things.
Uh-huh.
But,
I would also like to say, as you think of somebody that's made a difference in your life, to please give them a call. Even write them a card if you would rather write them a card. Or if they're not even here, then write something down so that
Yeah.
you see it for yourself. And also find somewhere to serve. Find somewhere to make a difference and serve. Serving is the heartbeat of who we are in this world. So, because you're important, and we're all important, and we're all connected some kind of way, and of course, take care of yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as we are celebrating Black History Month,
Yes.
find things that are happening, and
Yes.
show up, go. You don't have to
Yes,
know
yes.
anybody.
Yeah.
And just take a moment
Sure.
if you have to, and just be,
That's right.
because you're enough. So.
And if you want to get in touch with me any kind of way, Dianne Langford James on all the social medias.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Be in touch. And trust me, I'll get back to you, okay?
She will. She's
Okay.
very responsive. She's very responsive. Well, first, thank you very much
Thank you.
for accepting the invitation,
Yes, ma'am.
coming on the show again, and really talking about what's happening in your world. We appreciate that.
Okay.
And just having a good time and dropping some gems. You always drop some gems wherever you go, so we truly
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suzanne. You're amazing.
Thank
And thank
you.
you for all you do.
Thank
Love you,
you.
girl. When you
Love you,
call, I
girl.
come running.
Yes. With her 74-year-old
Hey!
style. Hey! She wore her running shoes. I know.
I need some tea
But
on that
listen,
one.
I am always humbled when I have the opportunity to highlight an amazing individual, Miss Dianne Langford James. There's so many different things that she does in the community and ways she shows up in the community. Talk about bravery, talk about transformation, we talk about Black excellence. There's so many wonderful things that are coming up, and our information will be shared. Make sure that you're coming up and follow. But for you, as you celebrate Black History Month, just remember,
Yes.
be intentional about your joy, be intentional about your self-care, and be intentional about how you serve and how you show up for others. And if you cannot be nice, then you don't need to be there.
Yeah.
Like it's as simple as that.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah,
you
yeah.
need a moment,
Yeah.
take that moment.
And it's okay.
But as she said, hurt people, right? And sometimes we cause harm when we're hurted. So if you are hurted, you know, I really and truly hope that you get the help so that you don't hurt yourself or hurt someone else, because you deserve love. You deserve all the good things. So I'm grateful. Thank you for tuning in week after week, my loyal viewers and subscribers. Thank you to our executive producer, Paul
Yes,
Anderson.
sir.
And until our next fabulous episode, this is Suzanne
And Diane
saying ta-ta,
ta-ta
ta-ta-ta.
ta-ta